When you get your Red Seal ticket, you are a journeyman. The union are the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. But it takes a long time for culture to kind of come up to speed with the vocabulary that way. I've seen ads now that actually say journey person because then females know that they're open to having a female employee. My name's Heather McElwee. I'm a Master Electrician. Currently, I'm the foreman of Cobble Beach Development, just past Owen Sound. I've been in the trade a total of 20 years. When I started my first business in British Columbia, I started it out of necessity because I was in a very small town and there was only one other electrical contractor and they weren't hiring. So I basically created my own job. I liked the freedom of picking and choosing the kind of projects I wanted to work on. But after being self-employed for 10 years, it was time for a change. I'm doing the exact opposite of pretty much everybody else. Most people work for somebody, then transition to being self-employed. It's kind of a major change to now have a boss. I like the fact of, being able to punch out at the end of the day and having actual weekends and holidays and benefits and a pension. So there's a lot of pros to that path. My first 8 years, I worked under my dad, signed up as an apprentice. Upon completing that, I got my Red Seal, my certificate of qualification. In Canada, you're allowed to work in any province other than Quebec under an electrical contractor. And in Ontario, you've got to wait 3 years to do your master's. So I did that and actually got my master's exactly 3 years to the day. You would want to do the master's program if you were considering becoming an electrical contractor or just to broaden your horizons as far as employment. A lot of people ask me, how do you get that first step? How do you get somebody to sign you up into the trade? Go to an electrical wholesaler. Drive around construction sites and just ask. The apprenticeship program has a wage schedule. A first-year apprentice will make 40% of a journeyman. And then every year, every so many hours, you get a 10% increase until you reach that journeyman level. And once you've passed your certificate of qualification, then you'll be making journeyman wages. When you're first starting, most companies pay under $20 an hour. But once you reach your journeyman status or master's, you could be looking in the range of $80,000 to $100,000 a year. You then became an electrical contractor or owned your own business. The sky's the limit as far as your ticket can take you. It's just how big you want to go. When I went to trade school, I was the only girl in my class. But working construction, you learn how to talk like one of the guys, so I kind of fit in, so it wasn't a huge deal breaker. A lot of the time, females feel more comfortable with a female electrician, so I haven't had too many barriers as far as that goes. But I've had, guys tell me, oh, well, you got that job because you're a girl. But they don't look at the flip side that I probably have lost a lot of jobs because I'm a girl, because there are people that it's just been ingrained in their mind that the tradesperson should be male. So I just think gender is now a non-issue because it can either be a pro or a con for the consumer choosing the electrician. When you get your Red Seal ticket, you are a journeyman. And it's still the union or the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. But it takes a long time for culture to kind of come up to speed with the vocabulary that way. I've seen ads now that actually say journey person because then females know that they're open to having a female employee. I was at a conference once and they were talking about the average age of a tradesperson and I heard it was 62, which is kind of scary. And I think that's why the government now has implemented a lot of programs to start advertising and getting kids as young as grade 6 excited about a career in the trades. Electricity runs the world. I always say it's the most recession-proof industry you could be involved in because electricity powers everything that we use on a daily basis. If you're woman and you're considering joining the trades, do it. It doesn't matter what gender you are. It's being focused, driven. That's what's going to make you successful.